Good morning and welcome to this morning's reflection. This morning I want to speak about how we're able to recognize true love. The human heart is a very complicated part of us. When we think of our emotions, they're very complicated. And many of us have learned about this complication through much pain. It can give us the assurance that what we are experiencing is truly love, and then itself abandon that very feeling that it has led us to believe was in fact love. Most of us, I suspect, have had the experience of making a mistake in love, of mistaking infatuation for love, or having love go sour, or having one love wilt before another infatuation. Too late we realized that the feeling we felt and we thought would last forever simply changed or disappeared, and we were left with a sense of bitterness, disillusionment, and betrayal. Given that, and given the human tragedies we call divorce, broken friendship, and love gone sour, it is not surprising that there is a certain pain surrounding the question, how do I know what real love is? How do I know whether my heart is playing tricks on me? How do I know whether this person will make a good marriage partner or a good friend for me? How do I know whether I am just infatuated or naive or even using someone? There is no simple way to answer these questions, since love is always partly mystery, partly blind, partly inexplicable. However, it is not totally blind, and our responsibility toward others and toward ourselves requires that we try to discern real love from that which is so much more ephemeral. So what is real love? Real love is what we experience when we have the sense that we are coming home. Let me try to explain. Robert Frost once commented that home is a place where they have to take you. It is not a place where you have to earn or deserve to be there. Henry Nouwen, speaking about his experience of living with handicapped adults, remarked, "What is so unique about this is that here I am loved by people who are in no way impressed by me." What is contained here can be very helpful in answering the question, how do I know what real love is? Real love is always a coming home. It is not a place we deserve or earn. It is coming to a place where you sense others will love you without necessarily being impressed with you. This real love is always experienced as a security, a safe place, a home, a safe harbor which we sail into. It is a place of rest. And for this reason, it is experienced as a place from which you do not want to or need to go home. There's no call to go anywhere else. Conversely, infatuation and other kinds of bonding that can feel like real love are places of insecurity, places of deep restlessness, places which don't have to take us. which have to be places where we feel we have to earn our place, places where we have to perform or impress, and from which ultimately we go home to some other place. It is interesting how in love and friendship we can be infatuated and obsessively drawn to someone who's very different from ourselves, into whose heart we can never sail as into a safe harbor. It can be exciting, terribly exciting, being with that person. Perhaps, as in cases of infatuation, we might even need obsessively to be with that person, like a drug addict needs a fix. But in the end, in spite of the excitement and obsession, after we have had our fix, we need to and want to go home. That person's heart can never ultimately be home for us. Real love and real friendship are home. You do not go home from them. Whenever we experience love, however powerful, from which we need to go home, that love can be valuable and good in our lives, but it can never be a love upon which we can build a marriage or truly intimate friendship. So the criterion when choosing someone for marriage or even just for an intimate friendship is the sense of coming home. Love is home. Ultimately, if we cannot really be of one heart and mind with someone, however interesting and exciting that person may be, then that other will become just part of our world, and we will grow apart and go our separate ways, that is, to our separate homes. Given the complexities of the human heart, we can be obsessed with someone painfully and hopelessly, and yet in that relationship not be at our right place in the universe. In the end, our completeness, real love and home lie elsewhere. But the heart needs to be scrutinized carefully before it can tell us that. It has, as Pascal said, its reasons. Yet at a certain level it rings true and will tell us where our true rest lies. Namely, at that place where we do not have to impress or perform or earn or win, where we feel safe and secure, and where we are at home. That is the place of real love. May you be blessed today. Amen.